What's up, Hippo lovers? First semi-final here, Villese against dogao. Who will go into the finals? Who will play for the last remaining spot for NAC main event? We'll have a best of 7 coming our way. And map number 1, as always, Arabia. Then we have 3 home maps. We also had some bans. And jumping into game number 1 here with an interesting civilization choice. It will be a human mirror here. In the blue trunks, Mr. Villese. On the other side, we will have Mr. dogao in the red trunks, also playing humans. Augustus Euler, thank you so much. We'll be busy around NAC3 time, but hype nevertheless. Thanks, good and good luck. Thank you so much. Open, horrible map here for Villese. If we look at the front, not that easy to wall all that. Maybe use those cliffs a bit and then build your stuff before here. Might be a good option, but even then gold is very open. Maybe use that one defensive one. Could be an option for him. Interesting to see how they will try to play this one out with humans. Defensive map here for dogao. Nicely with the defensive gold. Berries somewhat close, and I can see some walls here. Not the prettiest ones ever though. Could abuse that hill that cliff quite nicely. Welcome everyone. Pretty happy how many viewers we got at the start of the first semi-final here. This is the time where you put some predictions in the chat. Villese versus dogao. I am thinking we might see a lot of long games, very close series. I am predicting something like a 4-2 for dogao. But could also go into 4-3. I would be really surprised if we not see the loser win at least 2 maps in this series. Especially with home maps, especially with the Civ picks here. I can see 4-2, 4-2, 4-3 for dogao, 4-3 dogao, 1-4 dogao, dogao 4-2 Villese. But hoping for Villese, 4-0 dogao even, 4-3 dogao. So you are thinking the same as I do, that this could be a very close series. Humans, or some people that are watching it later on YouTube, still with the old balance. Although I think I will upload the series on Sunday, and probably on Monday we will see the other semi-final, Mr. Land against Fire, which will be casted in 3 hours on this very channel. So you're in for a treat for Age of Empires tonight. They lamed each other, both disqualified. Did they really? I don't see it. When is Land playing? 20 GMT. Second semi-final in 3 hours. Both players with 3 on wood, indicating that both of them want to go for 3 or for the scouts. Interesting. Do you know if Somi already had a Minecraft mod for DE? I've not heard of it. And let's take a look. Scout taking some damage, but dogao is now moving around. Is this live? The stream, yes. The games, no. DE live speccing is still not really a thing that we can rely on. So we went for the recorded games, played this morning, and so the racks are still warm. Houses here, and I think that will be a good control by him setting himself up here. So to be honest, I prefer recorded games.
Right.
With how we are doing it, I think it's very similar for me. Normally I didn't like the ECL approach, where just so much time went and everyone got basically spoiled who was part of the community in any form. But this way, basically play them earlier, cast the recorded games in the evening. It's still not 100% the live feeling for me, but I'm getting very close to it. It's really nice that we don't have any restarts, any interruptions, and yeah, just can get smooth game after game action, which is lovely. Both players going for pop 21 scouts here. No barracks, and yeah, trying to abuse the faster scouts for humans. Walls, as you can see here, making a lot of sense. Barracks kind of in no man's land. Likely to see a stable over here. Still loving that defensive gold. Where's the barracks? Okay, walling off this gold. Interesting. I would not have mind to see Villese walling that area and trying to build some stuff over here. It's pronounced Cumans, not Cumans? Is that so? Huh. Is it just me, or are the Arabia maps indeed way better than the standard Arabia ones used to be in the... Used to be? Well, makes a lot of sense, right? Because there's... How many years of development? 19? So... Yeah. I'm not that surprised. Okay, stable out now here. On both sides. Exactly what we expected. Those scouts are so fast. Yeah, movement speed is really something solid here, and just, yeah, easily getting away from those spearmen. Completely walled here, and at least how well is he setting himself up for the long run? The stone says F. But scout speed is just mental. Well, welcome to Cuman. There. So both going for the scouts, willing to set themselves up for the step lands ago. Last wall here, and dogao will be completely safe. Meanwhile, Villese still taking his time to get the full control of getting the first kill now of that scout, and yeah, dogao just wanted to make sure that he's super safe, double checking that, and is now going for the first aggression. The Arabia map seems really flat though, but probably that's a good thing. Really? I think they're pretty even in that regard. Yeah, I think so. Okay, now the first fight here. Spearman will lose his life, but we also have the attack. Well, not really the attack. dogao just running around. At least one villager ahead, no one adding extra TC just yet. Probably both advancing to Castle Age and then dropping the TC makes a lot of sense. Yeah, you build it a bit slower, but it's not the end of the world in my opinion. Both players playing hidden pick, civ, no repeat, meaning... Oh, actually we see the extra TC on the gold here. That's surprising to me, and that's such an open spot. If dogao goes for a big Castle Age attack, yeah, he has the weaker eco, but honestly, that will be extremely tricky for Villese to defend. Uh-oh, villagers on the outside here. Let's take a look. Can she get home? Tries to go home. And it feels like both villagers are, yeah, having a safe trip. Well, not really safe, but at least finish the trip being alive. Now some hits back. Villese sending villagers forward. That TC is so slow. Fighting with the villagers now. No spearman joining. Oh, now one a bit late for my taste. And yeah, the micro continues. Tough to really judge this. It feels like all the scouts are going down on both sides. The spearman really doing the job. Villagers continue to fight. And yeah, it just feels like a hold from Villese. And he will get his TC up without too many villager losses. That was mainly army here, and let's take a look. dogao 300 food, 100 gold, and Villese 300 food only now goes on to gold. So cast edge timing will be a bit later by dogao, I thought, but now he's adding a second TC as well, so that will actually be pretty damn similar. Blacksmith now at the front. Going scouts in Cuman War is 0 IQ. Just Boom is way stronger. Okay, Giona. Why again did you not sign up for this qualifier and own everyone in with humans then? I'm a bit confused. Is the new patch already out? Official announcement was that it's coming out next week. Okay, putting another lumber camp here now in the back. Both CCs having 2 villagers queued up. Villese 400 food, 150 gold. dogao will be up a bit later, but should be slightly behind in villagers. And slightly behind is actually 5. I like the approach by Villese here. And now... because I don't expect opponents to go scouts against humans. Okay. Now up to Castle Age is Mr. dogao. It also is the big question. Yeah, we have seen 2 series from both players, or actually from dogao only 1, from Villese 2. How many strategies did they hide? How did they approach their earlier games? Did they want to hide only any civilization choices, any strategies? Or did they just try to go fully for it and will deliver in the first series and in this one as well? Can you please change the score to tech? Oh, that's the first request ever, probably, we've gotten in that direction. Defense upgrade and bloodlines, as well as villagers here for dogao, who is going for his second stable. On the other side, lots of walls here from our Finnish player. Still only 1 stable, goes for bloodlines as well. It's a solid 35% behind in Castle Age tech. Probably a second stable feels likely, and indeed, that is what we are going. Tech greater score? I think so as well, but apparently for people it's something really important to hold on to. And maybe it's important for them to judge like who is ahead. And I think it's a nice thing if you jump into the game. Is there any overlay possible? Can we cast the e-games on Capture Age? No. Is that a stable number 3? Oh yes. Okay. +1/+1 now queued up in the blacksmith, as we can see. +1 defense now finishing, +1 attack directly after that. The best thing would be to switch between every 2 minutes or so. Yeah, I know, but it's tricky to really focus on that. Those houses actually not really walling this one off. He can still go below this, and something he probably doesn't know. I think he might feel it's safe, but yeah, okay, now it is. I like cycling score and tech, but that's my opinion. Yeah, I like it as well. If I was a viewer, as a caster, it's not that pretty. Why would you need the score? As I said, if you join a bit later, I think the score can really give you the intel on what you missed and who is ahead and such. So I can see that it's valuable. Oh god, that villager actually bugged the other one out to not finish the gate further. Or not continue building the gate further. So triple stable monastery. Villese really wants to go for it. dogao, we have seen him go for the 3TC a bit earlier. Let's take a look. Upgrades 0, 1, 1, 1, both with bloodlines. If I'm playing 100% attention from the beginning, tech is better, but that isn't most of chat. Yeah. That looked like a better engagement for dogao. 10-7 military. Now some coming from behind. Do we see a 30C here? Not that I can see yet. On the other side, we are in Villese point of view. Still having 100 stone in the bank, so I don't even need to take a look at that. 1 kill here without taking any losses. Pretty sweet move so far. And now +1/+1 on both sides. dogao is trying to micro back. Nice move here. He's getting a lot of damage done. Gets the kill. 11-10 KD now. But Villese still 7 villagers ahead behind this. This could be a pretty damn sexy game number 1. The score lies about who's actually winning, but it's still a good reference on what it's already being done. Disagree. The score isn't lying. It's just not 100% reflecting the winning percentages. It's not giving any misinformation in case of lying. You just shouldn't completely rely on it. Right? At least in my definition of lying, but that might be also very nitpicky. Going for the stable now. Does some reasonable damage here. 2 stables against 3, and Villese just has more of everything. A bit more military, a bit more monks out, 1 more stable, more villagers. Now goes for TC number 3. Oh, some step lancers from behind. Do we see double conversion here? Double conversion, and 1 monk survived as well. That was beautiful for Villese. And suddenly military 25 to 18 here. Will kill another stable. This is really good. And honestly, Villese in a very sexy spot here. And training with the max might have paid off. The question is, how much did dogao train for this one? Whew. Could be an extremely interesting series. Also the other one, fire against land after this. Did Nili give a prediction of the series? I said 4-2 for dogao. That barracks is going down, not the most important building. Maybe killing the houses could actually hurt dogao in some way. And yeah, you're just getting step lanced over that area. Can't wait for balance update? Well, you kind of have to, but not for too long. You can just sit back, watch NAC3 qualifiers, rewatch them on YouTube, and then you get the new patch. +1 on those so far. I think +2 should kill them in 8 hits instead of 9 hits. Now HC over here. Breaking that quite quickly. Okay, now the big engagement. I think that's a mistake by dogao if he wants to take this one. Oh no, he has less military and is eating the conversion. I think this is pretty good for Villese here. Let's take a look. He is getting a good surround behind it, but surrounds aren't that important with those units because he can fight from the second row. But as you can see, Villese is keeping up his numbers. dogao dwindling, both dwindling actually quite heavily, but dogao is simply going in there with lower numbers. And he had the weaker eco behind this to begin with, so that is a horrible, horrible fight for him. How did you think that was favorable for him? And is now behind over 20 population. So many more step lancers are going down, and those villagers with it. dogao, I don't think he can win this game, honestly. How can he quick wall this? He can't. TC is getting denied, and Villese will probably win game number 1. Step lancer madness here in game number 1. And G2, the rec ends here, and I think my Age of Empires just crashed, so we won't show you the statistics, but whew, that was a quickie, and Villese with some solid performance here. Cuman War, and yeah, if you like step lancers, you probably like this game as well. Villese taking the 1-0 lead here on Arabia. And indeed, Age of Empires will give me a short timeout. I will wait for the program to respawn. I heard that that actually sometimes fixes it. Who likes step lancers? Maybe game designers. Can step lancers hit over walls? Yes. Should quick walling against them work? Well, I like that there is a unit that will not get affected by quick walling. So I'm not that sad. I'm really not that sad. Okay, so now dogao so maps. Seonotes, Land Madness, and Graveyards will be up on the menu. Step imbalancer. Indeed, archers are not affected by quick walling either. They are. Trust me, they are. Why can step lancers stack so easily? It's ridiculous. Every unit can stack so easily. The thing is, they can also attack while being stacked. Maybe they can lower their attack by 2. There will be balance patches coming out next week, guys. Calm your horses, calm your lances, calm your steps. And yeah. How cup archers with the step lancers on white terrain? Not fair. No unit is fair at the moment against Step Lancers. But it will all get changed, guys. And let's jump into game number 2. The home map of Mr. dogao and what civilizations they're going to pick. And looking at this, I think this is Malians. What is that? I don't know. I don't know. Let's take a look. Vikings! Vikings by Villese. How did I not see that? Okay, so Vikings against Malians on Seonotes here. Quite interesting, and I'm on the wrong casting scene. So we are back here. Sorry for that. And indeed, but you didn't miss anything. It is still Malians for dogao, and Villese is simply going for Vikings. What game number is this? I think you asked this before I changed the overlay, right? How many players from qualifiers go to NAC3? 1. Vikings and Chinese shield looks very similar. Okay. Yeah, perhaps. Winland pretty strong so far indeed. Villese will continue to play in blue. Adminry, those goals for Villese are illegal. Are they? He has pretty bad ones. Yeah, look at that main goal spot. It's actually not that much further to him. Oh, yeah. That's pretty bad here. Villese will need to play super aggressively. Very bad map generation for him. On the other side, dogao. Everything very close together. Every gold super defensively. Wood in the back. Berries. I think it wouldn't even be fair to complain about those. Yeah, they aren't perfect. If the berries were here, it is the perfect rush into fast imp map. But we will play it this way. Thank you for the interesting and funny casting. Thank you so much. Positive comments like yours keep me motivated to continue what I'm doing. Foreign wood here for Villese. We will expect something in the man-at-arm direction. Not unlikely that dogao will go for something similar. Both with their eco advantages, as you all know. Vikings with the wheelbarrow and handcart, and Malians with a less investment in all their buildings. One number 2 now on the way. Mill being built by both players. No surprises here. And yeah, looks like a very standard opening. The question is, what will we go for? Vikings kind of have to rely on infantry and archers. Malians can go for archers, can go for skirms, can go for knights. Something like knight and skirm. Feels really reasonable. Nili, could you please change back to technology? Well, in Dark Age, I think technology doesn't give us anything, right? You just see if someone clicks up, but that's something you can see here. If population isn't increasing, and it's increasing for the other one. But the score kind of indicates who is who for people that are joining. Yeah. What do you think about the useless plant remover mod? I use it if I play, but if I cast, I think it adds some vision, some terrain, some optics. Yeah. Villese will win this. Oh, thanks for the spoiler. Which is more important, good civ or good map?
Fins at NAC Nili high.
There he is. Could be an option. Would actually increase the whole level of play if Villese and TheMax are making it to NAC3. So good map or good civ. For example, in Black Forest, you can have a good map, but if you have Vikings against Celts, you still have no chance. On Arabia, if your opponent has Goth and you have Aztecs, you have pretty good chances, even if you have a good a bad map being Aztecs. So yeah, it depends on the map and how big the civ difference is. Why do we have to choose between score and technology? Let's hope devs will let us have both. Let's hope that. Would increase the level of play, more robot play? I think more preparation, right? Villese, if he, for example, goes into the final and then loses, it needs a strong mindset to be completely into it and train every single day with TheMax, who got the direct invite. So it will simply be way easier for Villese to train and go for new strategies together with TheMax if both are already qualified. What if you play Vikings versus Celts in Black Forest? Do you have Headslop? No. Headslop only plays Vikings Mirrors. Villese gold spots look very bad in open. Yeah, we already mentioned that. Really bad. And he also will lose his scout now. Unless dogao goes back. Didn't want to take any extra hits here from those. And he goes for a stable. Interesting play. So no man-at-arm opening is pretty walled here. dogao is still open at the top. Huh. Did you eat already? This day must be exhausting for you. Yeah, I eat 3/4 of what I wanted to eat today already. But there's half a sandwich left for me for the whole day. How do you think TheMax will perform in NAC3? I think he is a strong contender for 3rd till 6th. I would be surprised if he makes it to the finals. I would be even more surprised if he drops 7th and 8th. Will we ever see an AI that is better than any human player? Yes. There's simply not enough interest for that, right? They're better than AIs in basically every other esport. In LoL, Dota, StarCraft, and Counter-Strike, obviously, it's super easy. If you start to limit them, then it gets a bit more tricky. I haven't seen TheMax training in DE, though. He is a guy who will train a lot. Trust me, he will be very prepared for NSC. Have Xiaomi played much online? Villese played a lot, Pike played a lot, Drew played massive amount of hours. TheMax played, I believe, like 70 games. Roomstock can't run the game yet. From what I heard, he's getting a new PC next week. We're trying to put something fun together. Not sure if that's going to happen. A 3v3 DM show match. Finland against Team Secret. But, yeah. Let's see if we can get that to run. So far, 0-0 KD, scouts being active, running around, and, well, Villese with this map just needs to go for those crazy, crazy walls here. Others would have maybe tried to wall to the TC and build a tower at the gold, but, well, he went for a different approach. Is TheMax the person who created the Barbarian AI? Yes. Very smart person. Still not a single kill. Let's take a look at resources. dogao, 200 food. Still not on gold, to my surprise. On the other side, Vikings player goes for Archer Skirm now. Do we see the first engagement? Not really. Not any losses so far. Do you think the chances of the Viper win are the same in NAC3? Was played on AU2? You mean not DE? No. I had a talk with Viper yesterday, and he said his chances of winning NAC3 were NAC were never lower. I think it might honestly, like, it sounds really weird. I wouldn't be surprised if he is. Oh, it sounds so weird, so weird. I think he is. Oh god, you can't say it without being mean. I think he is in only 70% favorite to win the tournament. Does it mean he's out of shape? No. Just means he didn't improve as much as the others will improve till then. Yeah, Liereyy will have solid chances. TaToH, Mr. Yo, I don't see DauT winning. I don't see Vivi winning. Is the woodline open? It is at the top, but yeah, we lost more and more scouts, so that's not really important. We have some engagements here now at the front. Castle Age timings might be interesting. 150 food here. dogao already sitting at 600 food. Now went on to gold. No fletching yet, though. Oh, interesting. Now the men-at-arms are breaking in. Villese could maybe go for the kill. Has doubled the military. And has +1 attack already. And blacksmith only finished now. And Villese should know about that. He sees the villagers. Can he get the kill here? Villager is getting sniped. Villese, 3 villagers ahead now. I'm not sure if we have wheelbarrow on the side here for dogao. And yes, we do. So we did catch up on that. So it's a realistic 2 villager advantage for Villese at the moment. More skirmishes now, some dance, no +1 defense on those. What if all this time Viper is off-stream training and experimenting? He's not. I'm in good contact with him, he's not. Oh, that scout will die. Guys, that will be a sad love story. Scout, it was so nice with you. We followed your tracks for so long. But he dies now, while we might feel a bit at the front. dogao, 500 food, 200 gold, can click up, but needs to queue up some more skirmishes here, apparently. Did he add? Does he have? No. Okay, 2 archery ranges only. Other side, Villese. Uh-oh, he will have a faster cast age timing. Honestly, it feels like Villese might just... He might be 2-0 ahead here. It looks pretty good in this game. Look at military, 23-13. Those men-at-arms are so efficient against small skirm numbers here. Gets more fights here, and he's winning at kind of 2 fronts. Whew. Viper seems incapable of taking games seriously on stream. Yeah, streaming isn't there for taking games seriously. Take $300 in your hands and host a show match, him against MBL, and he will take games seriously. Okay, now the move in, maybe going back might be the better choice for Villese here. Buying himself a bit more time so that he can get the upgrades. Is moving in. Crossbowman or archers for now being added. Villese, as you can see, 30% up to Castle Age. dogao still did not click. We will keep the score overlay here for a bit. Now, a stable being added. Maybe 2 knights could really do something against all those skirms. Maybe even thinking about adding some scouts already. We will see. Hill advantage still for Villese in this one. Tries to micro away with the Dodgers. Does a beautiful job. Not losing anything to 2 volleys of dogao here. And now they trade 1 for 1. Make it 2 for 2. And now going back. The first scout is coming in. Takes a full hit against his head. What are your best predictions for dogao versus Villese? I predicted 4-2. Up to Castle Age now is Mr. dogao as well. What's the biggest rivalry in NAC3 in your opinion? Yo against TaToH? Yeah, Yo against TaToH probably. We can talk more about Terra. I think the reasons you're mentioning are only partly true. Viper would have way higher viewer numbers. Viper versus DauT, hands down. Yeah, couldn't disagree more. You probably didn't follow NSC 1 and 2 then, Sony. MBL TaToH is the biggest rivalry. Not too sure about that. Maybe not too. Honestly, well, Viper is one of my favorite players. Him so often just trolling around is one of the reasons I watch Hera more often nowadays. Yeah, makes sense. Like, I'm always starting watching Viper streams and turn off very quickly if he's playing just random troll games. For example, didn't watch any of his team games. But if you try hard, I won't even stream myself because it's so enjoyable for me. Okay, what upgrades do we have now? We have some monks added, forging behind this as well. On the other side, we have triple stable knights, actually. Look at that. Triple stable knights. So he is fully going for it here, Mr. dogao. And goes for elite skirmisher as well. The knights not really fighting this one off. And only having one tile open. Not the greatest scenario here. Let's take a look. Knights now scouting that he is facing dogao with bloodlines and +2 defense. First monks need to get the conversion in, otherwise it will be a bloodbath like against vodka. Finally, the stable is going down. So now 2 stable production. Monk number 1 should get some conversions, and yes, he did. Even the one that was super close to him. Monk needs to go back or start healing. But what he's doing now isn't the prettiest thing ever. Another monk from behind. But all those knights should be very low FHP. Nice hill attack here. What a beautiful engagement by Villese. He's 2 villages ahead. Probably handcard as well. And ahead in military count. Now takes a 400 score lead behind this. More monks in production. More villagers as well. Villese, he's just booming. No more military, and he's facing double stable production. He plays a very, very nice game. Knights are now going back. Wants to get some more healing on those. Is just fine with killing the stables. dogao didn't get any conversions there. Triple stable might have been a mistake. Whew. Okay, let's get an update here. We have 1 extra TC by Villese. And on the other side, dogao did get 2 extra TCs, building 1 here now. And the other one there, so at the moment, Eco should be behind. Villese. 5 villager advantage. Likely that we will have a villager, yeah, no hand cards, as expected. Okay, now some sneaky knights around here, trying to snipe those monks, and one got a conversion from the hill, but that was it. Snagged the other 2. Nice move here, surely, by Mr. dogao. And will he snag the other knight? Yes, he will. And micros away. That was a beautiful move. Beautiful move. Now 3 knights chasing the others. Pulling the low HP ones would have been clever. Taking that a fight this way. University. Weird placement. TC number 3 here now goes for the stone TC. Not your typical choice. At least place this really clean. Those knights still chasing. Opened the door for his knights to retreat. Group up behind this. dogao did catch up in villager count. His 3rd TC was just a bit earlier. Still the better eco for Villese behind this. Why is dogao chosen blue? Don't care about that. It's their initial colors in the game. You care about those and the ones on the field. That was a brave villager. Sitting there for quite some time. Knights just going back. Yeah, he asked about the color, right? This at the top just shows you which resources we are at and what, like, fog of war we're looking at. In this case, Villese, as you can see. And his resources at the top. And he initially picked red in this game, but I wanted to have friend-foe colors and always picked him as blue. Not that easy for us. For NAC3, I will just have a definition. The player on the left-hand side always has to pick blue, for example. And then we don't have any confusion and don't have to go for friend-foe colors. And the player on the right always has to pick red. So no Viper yellow. I know some people will scream about this, but it's so much better for the tournament and so much less confusing. Crossman now doing an okay job. Lots of knights here from a Vikings player. I'm a bit surprised. Has +2/+2 on his knights even here. It's pretty damn brutal. And now goes for another stable. Villese, massive score lead. 6 villagers ahead still. Most likely handcart ahead as well. dogao, 10 idols behind this. Hui, not pretty. Yeah, Max won't have to. Okay, now the big engagement here. Do we see conversions? Only one for now. Pikeman only starting to produce and get into the fight now as well. We will see how this plays out. I think this should be a better fight for dogao, but remember, better eco for Villese behind this. Skirmishes are doing an okay job, but night numbers might actually be better for Villese, but he is missing bloodlines, and that's really costing him now. Oh, numbers are just so tricky to judge here. More crosswomen are coming over. This looks like such an even fight. Skirms are going down. Villese won this one even, and now with 10 more military, skirms are trying to snipe the monk even, and the monk might even get away. Don't kid me. And the monk, okay, he is going down, but still 13 more villagers. Now 22 to 3 military. This is looking extremely good for Villese to take 2 games in a row, and those are the most standard maps of them all. Arabia and Seonotes, which just is very similar to that. Villese with a sneaky villager here. Maybe trying to build an outpost. Even has enough stone for a castle. Where does he want to build it? The typical Viper castle would be something like here, or maybe even defensive one here. In that area. DauT would obviously opt for that one. And I think something over here wouldn't be too bad either, if he has all his army at the top at the moment. That was a close fight indeed. dogao civilization is Malians. Villese playing with the Vikings. Now some pikemen being added. +2, +1, also benefiting from the +2 attack that he did for the knights. Goes back now, is on the way to Imperial Age. He has to know things are looking pretty damn sexy for him after taking the win so significantly. dogao, TCs are running. Stables are running with that as well. We're starting to pick off relics now. Hello. Villese, how many? Did collect 3 relics without me noticing. Not sure if that is allowed. Another house here. Was built, but the builder didn't really want to build it. Yeah, castle. Something in between DauT and Viper option. Makes a lot of sense there, and you can go for the safe traps. Also get some control of the stone and cannot really attack at that area. Vikings have no bloodlines indeed. Oh, relic number 5 is in the back here, so it's 4 to 0 relics. Villese, did he scout that one? Yes, he did. Show me the monk. Show me the monk. Okay, no monk on the way for now. Does he know about those knights? Not really. We'll build the outpost and then we'll instantly spot those. Might lose some villagers, but his army is pretty close. Pikemen already being sent in. Look at that. You send the pikemen and only then garrison the villager. We'll lose 1, but yeah, got some more resources. We'll still lose this fight. Oh, the knights are bugging out. Thank you, D. This is so bad. Oh, Goddy. Where are the knights? Oh, at the front. They're not really coming back. I think you should have gone for that a bit earlier. And now rushes another TC out. Another barracks here as well. And villagers are now extremely even. Let's go for the overlay again. Castle Age, full aggression against now even War Chief tech, I believe. Yeah, I don't think it was Berserker Gang. Or how is it called in English? Berserker Gang? Something like that. Okay, pikemen are clearing it up. Villese 13 population ahead. dogao surely in some trouble here. Chieftain, yeah. War Chief? Yeah, something like that. But it's just exposed at that end. Military count 50 to 18. 2% on the way to Imperial Age, but not with that, you see. The one at the left, or the one a bit further behind. Warwolf plus Chieftain. Okay. Sorry. Now the defensive castle. I said that was the Viper castle. The defensive one here. But makes sense as the second one as well. See now goes down at the front. A defensive castle for dogao behind this. I think this one could get sniped even. Honestly, it might have been even better to build it even more defensively. Only thing that could be a risky one. Knights are coming in. Arbalest some diving in as well. 55% here and all those villagers. What is dogao about to do about it? Traps already firing, and yeah, he realizes, okay, that castle will never go up. Villese, a strong performance. 2-0 lead now here, and dogao, he didn't play poorly. But yeah, and that was a horrible map for Villese as well. With that gold over here, and he still made it happen. Very nice control over at that hill, and simply massing those skirms and archers. Maybe a bit of a late blacksmith there by dogao, really costing him. dogao is so average, you are so wrong. With even more O's than you wrote. dogao, in my books, a top 15 player in the world at the moment. But Villese, with some extremely strong performances, and that's how qualifiers work. Lose a series, and in this case, you are out. 5 conversions there for Villese really helped out as well. A better eco for Villese behind this, but not too significantly. Villagers were pretty even. dogao with this 30C there was slightly ahead in this one. Does 90 beat you in 1v1s? If I use both hands, no. Yeah, he's so average for a top 15 player in the world. Well, that now he's worse than average of a top 15 players. He's just really good as well. He's just a bit inconsistent. He can be almost on absolute... He can beat almost on absolute top players level in some games. But then again, also fall off and be like top 20 only. I knew you would bite. Great move, my man. Right, I'm gonna grab a Red Bull and watch the rest qualifier of today. Okay, Johnny. Pretty happy that you commit to that. dogao will continue picking home maps. It will be Land Madness or Graveyards as map number 3. Oh no, not yet. And we are looking at Graveyards, and oh boy. Villese, not with the prettiest map of them all. He will have a weird woodline at the front, open golds again, but he did show that he can play with those golds for sure. He's playing Aztecs. On the other side, we are having Mayans for dogao, who has a huge woodline in front of his base, some wood at the side, gold nice and defensive, and some defensive stone behind this as well. I think this could be a wallable map for him. Aztecs player has way more open mid. Info boat. Thank you so much. And Wild Beast, very active in my Discord. Now also a sub over here. All those trees. F. 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 F those trees. dogao gives hope to all the blind kids thinking about picking up the game. Okay, one more comment like those and you can think a bit more about what you're writing on the bench. I'm a tree and I found that offensive. Okay, sorry. The hard bench?
Okay.
Oh god, why? If you just said dogao sucks, I would have given you a timeout, but penis simply means ban. Is Hera a view botter? I don't think so. Abusing competitors when you can't even beat easy AI? What is your question there?
But nay.
It's a non-genital stream, indeed. Well, not that way. If you make a good penis joke, I'm fine with it. But that was just to provoke me. Don't counter trash talk the trolls.
Okay.
What's What's your favorite natural science? I don't know what natural science are. Is building an empire in graveyards a bit edgy? Well, isn't the world a big graveyard? Physics, biology, and chemistry, and so on. Then I like physics the most out of it. But as my picked things in school, I went for chemistry. But only because I felt it's very easy to get a 4 in it. What is your net speed? How much do you pay for it? 50 Mbit, and I don't know. I'm doing physics. Everyone is doing physics. Is there a link to the classification? You probably mean qualification, and I'd advise you to write exclamation mark bracket. Math, natural science? Apparently, yes, it is. Uh-oh, if you want to see eagles losing 3 HP, or maybe even 9 HP, you came to the right stream. Oh, war going down. Do you miss being a teacher? From time to time, yes. Okay, the age-long question. What is the better civilizations, Mayans or Aztecs? Nili, story time about a trip to China. Oh boy, there are a lot of stories to be told. A lot of stories that I'm not allowed to tell as well. But maybe after this. So Mayans, Aztecs, Mayans. Oh boy, Mayans. Okay. Remember that, for example, NAC1 finals, TheViper knew that Liereyy would pick Mayans on Arabia, and TheViper just picked Aztecs. I think it's not that easy. Why did you go to China? We had an Age of Empires tournament there. Tyrant played against...
But nay.
SY. For a big Age of Empires Team League tournament, finals. And I've also been there 2 other times. Once for Sylvester 2000 with my parents. And then for 1 week with a friend before going to North Korea. First 2 games worth rewatching, and Vice Villese leading. Stronger dogao week. Strong. And I think game number 2 is worth rewatching. It was pretty intense, I would say, yeah. I liked it a lot. Okay, let's see some quick walls here. Nice move picking that palisade. But we need to pull another villager. 25 HP here. Do we maybe have some walls behind it? Or is that in time? It is in time. What a beautiful move. And gets the eagle here. dogao with another missed start opportunity to get ahead here. And what a beautiful reaction. Instantly pulling that villager in time. And that's a huge wall. But he gets it up in time. That is so well done by dogao, by Villese again. And... he should hold this with his Aztecs. A villager in the queue should get man-at-arms pretty early behind this. Even queues up a second villager. That's somewhat of a mistake. Does some damage here now. Eagle should be around and maybe doesn't even want to go for man-at-arms. Just goes for some map control behind this. dogao is not playing Thrush FC. And not a single militia went down, I wanted to say. But now one is going down after all. And dogao, he will need to play this in Feudal Age. We'll probably add double archery range. What map is it? It's called Graveyards. North Korea? Indeed. North Korea, best Korea. I have a story time on my YouTube where I talk about North Korea, my trip, and showing videos and footage. Exclusively on Liereyy YouTube. dogao seems out of touch a bit. I think that was absolutely normal what he did. Yeah. Going for the really big walls here, Belize. I'm a bit surprised. Is that completely walled? Okay, yeah, that's sexy for him. Keeps that still open. Archery range behind it. Belize playing a sharp game. Clever enough to not steal a flag. Yeah, as you see, I'm still alive. Doesn't Aztec struggle to counter plumed archers? Before Rise of Rajas, No, before Forgotten Empires, yes? Not the Forgotten. The Forgotten is the expansion, right? But after the introduction of a second unique tech, which is Atl for the Aztecs, they have a solid counter, because that gives elite skirmishers +1 range and +1 attack. And then skirmishers are okay. So even a good counter. What kind of main bonus made dogao pick them on this map? Cheaper archers, resources last longer, extra villager, plumed archers, strong eagle warriors. Have you finally solved your basic Rubik's Cube? No. It's been years since it's solved state. It's literally 20 seconds to do. Who has 20 seconds for stuff like this? If it was 15 seconds, I probably could find the time. But 20 seconds... Yeah, I have a busy schedule, my man. Not really going to work. Okay, going for more houses here at the site. I love North Korea. I remember when Portugal played against them in World Championship. They were 5-0 behind in halftime, and then Korea just shut down World TV and reported next when they were won 90-50, 90-5. Yeah, it was even more complex. The thing is, that was actually the first ever live broadcast of a sports event ever. That made it so special. Because normally they only like record it, see how they played, and only if they win, broadcast it. And just pretend that it was live. And they were so impressed because they played, I think, 2-2 against Brazil earlier. They were so convinced that now we go like super crazy. And then they just won, and even the caster stopped commentating at one point. That was pretty sick, yeah. How sad was Nili when South Korea knocked you out in 2018? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm glad NAC3 is just on the same River Highlands map as MM. Isn't just on the same Rivers Highland maps as matchmaking. Ah, yeah, obviously. So Rivers and Highlands are horrible maps. We wouldn't go for those. Okay, let's take a look. Villese still not on gold here, or is getting the gold on the map pretty well, I have to say, because I already see eagles and archers being added. On the other side, dogao, not a lot of farmers, goes for a lot of skirmishers here. Fights against the uphill bonus. Do you receive monthly salary as secret member? Yeah, I would never join a team with DauT if I wasn't getting paid a very reasonable compensation for that. You have no idea how tough it is to schedule with them and spend time with them. How sad were you when Chile knocked you with double Castle Kong? Still hurts? I personally won 2 of my 3 games. You mean Germany A or the other players that didn't allow me to play? Yeah, they felt bad. Okay, Archer's now being split, but Skirms are around to clear this one up. And dogao, he's moving out in a spot where I don't feel like moving out is the right decision. Oh, he should be getting cleared up here, right? All his archers are going down, and well, he is sniping some of the other army as well. Military is 25 for Villese, 14 only for dogao here. And yeah, just completely dropping in all his skirmisher numbers. His archer numbers. That means skirms only left, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see a very heavy eagle investment out of our Aztecs player after this. Whew. You get paid in money or DauT socks? Is there a difference? I'm glad the expert stream is showing the score of the game, unlike other noob streams. Yes, it is 2-0. Why is dogao up 6 vills? Good question. Villese only now clicked up. He has wheelbarrow. And dogao Let's find a villager. Does not have wheelbarrow. So that's 3 difference. But still, yeah, dogao. He did idle his TC 3 less apparently. It's now heavily on stone, so we'll switch into plumed archers. What do you think about AoE 4? I don't want to talk about it too much. How much do we need to pay you to join Fork and leave secret? Probably double the amount of DauT socks. And I should be fine. Double barracks now from our Aztecs player. Aggressive siege workshop coming up here as well. Castle age timing a bit earlier, as you can see, with 25% advantage. And dogao still with a reasonable villager lead, but honestly wheelbarrow is now pretty good, and Aztec eco in general a nice advantage. What about land madness? What about land madness? Eagles +1/+1, archers +1/+1 on the other side. dogao with his upgrades as well. Triple archery range behind this. Goes for plumed archers. Where does he want to build his castle? Here? There? Not even sure if you can build them there. Okay, what are the first upgrades? +1 defense. Or +2 defense for the Eagles. And Eagle Warrior upgrades. No elite skirmish is something I would have loved to see. Goes for the gold mining upgrade. That's an interesting upgrade. Something we don't see too often being researched. I have DauT pillow and poster of DauT all over my bedroom. Okay. You aren't doing a lot of sleeping, right? If you know what I mean. Okay, that castle of dogao will go up, right? He should get all his upgrades in time. Crossbow, elite skirm, and botkin. I think that looks fine for him. Just needs to hold this hill. Aggression is coming over here, but yeah. That just secures him so much of the area. So, yeah, that aggression over here shouldn't really work either. Army is now moving in. Botkin finishes. Elite skirm now finished as well. And no way, Jose, to engage this. So game continues, and we might actually play a longer one here. Nice walls behind this, lovely moves, and now the big question is, who gets more control over the relics, since there are 11 relics on the map, and especially for Aztecs, it's even better. If you know what I mean. Haha. I wonder how many people actually have AoE2 merch. Tens and thousands. Where's the score? At the very top. 2-0, my man. And over here, as you can see, 3.3k to 3k. Just trying to hide it to get some more chat interaction from time to time. Viper has his own merch as well. Yeah. That's where we got the DauT socks from. Aztecs are buy 3 get 1 free. Yeah, buy 3 get 4. Scum still active, doing some damage here. Trading 1 for 1. dogao still slight eco lead. Probably still without wheelbarrow though. This map's many occasions with superior geography. So not sure. What? Some years ago I won a Wars Coming shirt. I did as well. I never got it. Which is really, really rough on me. Because I really liked that one. And the Eat AOC Repeat shirt as well. Felt really nearly, man. Oh, plumed archers now. Dodging the Mangonel shot. dogao, is he maybe playing the long run and just camping it out till he gets onto mass amount of plumed archers? Might be an option here. And the barracks just falling into ashes. Skirms and crossbowmen now chasing it down. Hippo merge when? I actually got asked several times now. I don't really know what to do it. I don't want to organize it. If anyone wants to organize it, I obviously would promote it. But I feel it's too much work for me. Okay, now the defensive castle here. Just wants to buy some more time. Eagles +1 defense. Oh, +1 attack, +2 defense. Mangonel shot could be pretty good here. Ooh, 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 ooh. Splits away from this one. Who? Do you know details about the upcoming patch? Yes. Sniping away here, 70%. Mangonel is doing a nice ground check, but it wasn't enough for the kill. Eagles are attacking. Mangonel is not getting the 1-for-1 trade. Uh-oh, this could be tricky, but no, the castle is going up in time. Enough villagers working on that one. And Mangonel even gets away alive. Second gold upgrade was weird instead of TCs. Well, depends on how many villagers you have on gold, right? Villese now has 14 villagers on gold. And second gold upgrade is what, 15% more? So nearly matched there, so that's like 2 more villagers. It is weird for me as well, yeah. Can't really argue he was lacking wood. Has 3 TCs, now goes for the monastery. A bit too defensively for my taste. I like to have it in the center of the map. Or not in the center of the map, but maybe even one in the center of the map for monk production, and one in the back to drop it off. Depending on how much map control I have. Is Villese doing monks? So far, let's take a look. We have 0 relics and monk count 0 for both players. Mass amount of range units for dogao. We have a mix of infantry and range so far for Villese. Also some siege behind it. Score is super even. On the way to Imperial Age is now Mr. Villese. Still has the big hill control. And only now we see Wheelbarrow super late. So the eco of Villese was better the whole time. Has 550 stone, bought 100 stone. And will build a castle here in the center. And then should have a pretty good spot at pressuring at those castles. Does he have any hill bonuses? Won't really go for that one. Maybe from here actually. Yeah. Traps from here and here. AM dogao. Some new schoolers probably won't know that dogao was actually part of SY once. When we had the SY against Tyrant finals, dogao was there as well. Didn't actually play for SY, but he played in earlier rounds. Can you use catapult to knock down trees like you used to? Only the Castle Age catapult that we call Onager. Not the Castle Age, the Imperial Age. You need to do 1 upgrade. So the normal catapult, no. Imperial Age catapult, yes. You are like an AoE librarian? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm the most knowledgeable guy of AoE when it comes to AoE history. Maybe there's some like heavy backseat gamer nerds, but that I never heard of. But yeah, I also crushed like T90's Jeopardy of Age of Empires. Oh, let's take a look. That's a tricky move, honestly. Does he really want to fight this? Some skirmishers going down now. Plumed archers are running. Skirms are all dying. More than DauT. DauT knows nothing. Proud achievement. Thank you, Hart. Learned a lot for it. Oops, didn't want to click that one. Whew. Okay, Plume's now running away. Only now clicking up to Imperial Age, and Traps should be doing something, some engagement here at the front. Plume's... what's the deal here? Villagers moving in. Can the castle fire at those? Yes, they can. So villagers are dying, but, well, just riding off 5 villagers here is good enough if he gets the trap down. The question is, will he even get the trap down? Because there are villagers around starting to repair now, 12 HP, and he keeps the trap alive. Oh god, that was the greatest debate ever. And Villese is just running over this. Elite Eagle Warriors are around, and they are doing so much. Whew. So, who was more impressive at their best, Coven or Viper? Probably Coven. Because no one knew how good people were at the days, right? And nowadays we have streams and you can see developments and gameplay. So, impressive? Like, us being shocked? it was Coven. Obviously, the higher level is by far on Viper's side. But probably to get to Coven, like to get to their level, Coven had a bigger achievement than Viper. But yeah, that's all. They always are doing mistakes if you want to go for comparisons like those. Viper would play 20 years ago. He was a noob. Well, he was 6 or something, right? So, yeah. Tell us Viper's biggest weakness in gameplay. It sounds super weird, but I think stuff around the games is where he isn't doing too much. Like, how many tournaments have I seen him play when he's sick, when he didn't feel well? What is that mining camp? Oh, for the stone here that I didn't see. Okay, I think that was probably the main weakness. And yeah, I did mean those traps around here. So second caster of dogao is going down. That puts him down to only 1 caster for a guy who wants to go for only plumed archers. That is an ugly situation and heavily housed again. 147 out of 140. We had the same story in the arena game earlier against Vodka. What's the rally count? We can take a look at that. 4-2-4. 1 trap down. Second trap under some danger, but might get saved. 23 HP. And yeah, just going back away from those skirmishes. And they have no chemistry, right? +4/+4? Yeah, I think they're lacking chemistry. Yeah. But then you can see +5 attack, +4. So we already have Attel working for them. And that is the attack counter to the plumed archer. So some plumed archers could benefit from a mangonel or 2 with them. Maybe some eagle warriors as well. Those eagles will just vanish against the plumed archers that have all upgrades for them. But can we really take proper engagement? Doesn't really look like it at the moment. And Garland Wars now for the eagles even. And a tricky castle here at the top. That gives a good position. Extra gold over here, though. And dogao, well, this is developing to be an incredibly good game. Pop 160 for Villese, 150 for dogao. Running away with this plumed archers. Not really finding any perfect engagement spots, though. 1 relic over here, another one there. And I don't know where the third one is. I don't know. So 4 relics for now. At least 2 not picked. dogao needs skirms in front as a buffer. I think eagles would technically be better. Whew. Can we peek the score, please? Sure. Villese 1.5k lead there. 15 more population. Eagles now having all the upgrades. Skirmishers, all the upgrades as well. They don't have the last defense upgrade, Aztecs. And those plumes getting some nice raids in. And do we have a rush for those relics? Might be an option. Extra golds here in the back as well. The outpost giving a lot of vision. A defensive blacksmith. Is that an indicator for a switch into eagles? Villese. He goes eagles and skirms. dogao is tagging eagle warrior and the +2 defense at the moment. Might want to tag into that direction. Takes the fight now. 70 military for Villese, 52 for dogao. And this is a pretty sick game. dogao is losing a lot of ground. Goes for a nice counter-attack here. Wants to stay active behind all the front action. Now 2k score behind. Eagle warrior production, not really where we want to see it. Relics, all 4 of those are in here at the moment. Relic count now 5 for Villese. Might even grab number 6, so it will be 6-4. And that's even with an add 6 bonus. So basically 8-4 with one neutral one not picked off yet. And oh boy, that's a lot of skirmishers shooting, and they're doing so much damage. More barracks now, another castle behind this. Can dogao get his eagle switch in time? He is not showing the tech yet, or what's the plan here? Lots of idols behind this, is not having the farm activated. Skirm numbers are dwindling a lot though. Mainly eagles in production at the moment. Elite Eagle Warrior even. Okay, so we have all the upgrades. Not sure about El Dorado though. Eagles are getting sniped. Going for that one trap. Thinks better of it. 20 HP still left. And the castle will be left for that. And okay, now is a good time. He shows all the barracks. Maybe ungarrison all your eagles. You have to take the fight eventually here, Mr. dogao. It is running pretty dry for you. 1.7k score behind. Now unleashing the eagles. +1, +4 on those. No El Dorado. Castle is going down. And all the eagles went down with this as well. dogao, not the golden come that he wants to have. Is the relic snagged over here even? Yes, it is. So will be 7 ad-sacked relics against none, soon 4 Mayan relics as well. And Villese, he looks strong to take a 3-0 lead here, but getting pushed back for now. 20 population behind in graveyards. Isn't it a beautiful map, guys? Allowing us to play the very long games and also benefiting the guy who has the map control and get all the extra gold. Therefore, we can see all the beautiful units all game long and don't have to watch long games that in the end only provide trash wars. dogao holding for now. 10 population behind. Plumed archers now doing their job. Eagle warriors really suffering with their HP, only 60. Would love to get up to 100. Food count will be tricky, but 4 castles even. Hello, some archer production. Okay. El Dorado behind this. This is pretty sexy for dogao. Okay, this castle is now being attacked. No barracks around that area. Can he send some eagles over? Not that I could see. Whew. Can you switch to Villese POV? Sure I can. 2k gold in the bank. Only now goes for handcard. Okay, so his eco was weaker. Potentially as well. Only now goes for bowsaw as well. Loses all his skirmishers. dogao. This feels like a small repeat of the arena game we saw earlier today. Was looking pretty bad and then got onto his desired army composition and could really allow himself to get a comeback. In the end, Vodka still could finish it out, but let's take a look. dogao now goes for the big counter attack. What is that building? A barracks behind here. Could spread his eagles and plumed archers around a lot and raid everywhere on the map as we saw earlier. Villese spread himself really thin. Pop 180 against 186. What a beautiful game. And yeah, we need SO. Well, SO are a bit costly in the 1v1. And also it's too many open areas to fight with, so SO not really getting the efficiency. Can he spot the TC at the top here? dogao, well, he could see it, but is he really watching? No, he's sending those away. Oh, he's sending them in? No, he's sending them away. No, he's sending them to the side. Oh, what a weird option. Okay, loses 2 more castles here. Now goes down to 185 pop space. Is getting some raids in the back. Lovely move. Population is somewhat low. And that's like a castle outside of the map. Something we rarely see. A mining camp here now as well. Going back onto gold. Engagement at the right hand side. Tricky to take. Mobility should be on the side of the Marian player, since he has 2 fast units. And the ad-sex only with skirmishes around. But at the moment, can't really get up to his numbers. Plumed archers now caught off guard in the center of the map. Some plumes, well, doing some shenanigans here, but Mangonel could get the snipe. And bop! For the hill advantage, should be pretty sweet. And now the clear up here. What? The plume actually survives with another 2 HP. Won't get another kill though. And, well, should be somewhat happy with the raid he did. Market is now going down. Another engagement here at the right-hand side. Plumed archers are missing, though. Where are those plumed archers? Desperately needed to save that castle. He's running out of stone as well, as you can see. Might need to buy some. One trap, really low on HP. Finally getting sniped. Second one as well. Third one is dying here. That means only one trap left alive. A lot of army behind this. And the castle dies still. The castle dies. He couldn't repair more. Oh god, that was so costly. And suddenly, dogao down to one single castle. Seconds ago, he had four. Oh boy. So mainly eagles for him now. Mayan eagles are a bit better than Aztec eagles, but as we saw earlier, 7 Aztec relics against 4 Mayan relics. Doesn't sound too fair for me. Or to me. Nice right here at the side. Villager count 105 to 114. Both players at the limit. Some archers could go behind there. It's important that we go for stone walls. I'm not sure if I like the house per se. I think the eagles will just break through there. Where are the next moves here? Villese, that's a bad fight for him. I think uphill, eagles could take this fight quite nicely. I think this is a good one for dogao. And yeah, it's just chopping away here. I think those eagles, yeah, once they're there, they can do the damage. But I think the plumed archers should be good enough and should now really start to micro and just snipe one by one. But apparently he won't find the time to do that. Maybe Villese can even get in there. And oh boy, he does some damage. And now, oh god, that is a way better surround than I would have ever expected Villese to get. dogao didn't click the plumed archers back there fully. Didn't go for any micro. And oh boy, did he lose another 15 plumed archers for nothing. Oh, that was a big mistake. But more eagles now at the side. dogao, how big is his gold income? He has 26 on gold. That's not including the relics. Move over at the left-hand side. Military count is 30 lower for him, though. And plumed archers not that great if they find in small numbers and they don't find too many castles where they can retreat to. That other castle needs to be used to build some traps. Eagle engagement here. Is that really the one you want to go for? Villese will get the double kill on those traps. dogao's production, as we can see, massive amount of eagles, some plumed archers in there. On the other side, massive amount of eagles and full queues for sure. Now goes for some jaguars even. Elite jaguar warrior attack behind this. I didn't even realize. Obviously, they're horrible against plumed archers, but incredibly good against eagles. And if you get your main player from, what did you have, like 7 castles in total in this game, and kill 6 of those, then jaguars suddenly become really damn efficient because he won't face that many plumed archers. A lot of villagers queued up here as well, although Villese is sitting at 107, so I don't really see the need for that for now. Also sitting on reasonable resources behind this. More eagles are coming over, but where are the traps to punish this area? I don't see them. Oh boy, that's a big fight. 80 military to 65. The castle's helping out as well. I think dogao is losing this fight, and that is a lot of eagles going down. And he's dropping in eagle or in gold numbers there as well. Snipes a lot of those. Jaguars is doing so much with the plumes behind this, but was that really the fight he needed? Trying to retake the right-hand side area. Going on to more gold and more stone. And with that, a chance to go potentially onto more castles. Plumed archers still holding this one. What a beautiful game. 1 hour mark broken now. Full production going into that direction. Mass amount of skirms and eagles. All going over there. dogao dropping down to pop 160 though. It's not looking too pretty for him. Lots of gold there at the top for Villese. And he has to call the GG. The Finn is taking the 3-0 lead against the big favorite. Against Mr. dogao, who was considered by most to be the top favorite to go to NAC3, and now it's looking extremely rough for him with its back against the wall. 3-0 advantage for Villese. Pretty sick stuff. Whew. Those Finns really delivering. dogao is indeed seed number 1. Villese seed number 4. Whew. Better KD for dogao with all those eagles in the back. Did fight against all those skirmishes as well. Largest army. Better for Villese. Golden Come will be something interesting. Actually, it's super close. dogao with so much more stone as well. But Villese with the better map control there and the better Aztec eco could just do so much. And 7 relics against 4. Just so damn pretty for him. Whew. I would like to see the one-finger mouse user at your tournament. Okay, how was the seeding done? Robo, Hera, and Roomstock did the seeding. And I averaged their seeds. Is dogao a hopeless situation master? I don't know. I only know that we will see his last home map coming up now. dogao needs 4 wins. Otherwise, he is out of the run to qualify for NAC3. A guy with a lot of potential. A guy that I thought could beat a lot of people in the offline event. Villese, he picks Slavs. On the other side, dogao is picking Franks. Whew. Who are the invited players again? Exclamation mark NAC3 will tell you. We all want a reverse sweep. Well, some Finns don't. Certainly Villese don't. / doesn't. Finish him. If Villese makes it, would be a pretty good one for TheMax as well. He said, did Land and Fire play already? They will play at 20 GMT, so in 1.5 hours. Are Franks faster on berries than on sheep? Yes. It's not even close. It's nice to see that someone has just bad sense of humor as me. Okay. That's why we see him going for the berries quite heavily. And TC, now villagers queued up here and already over 50 food. Something we normally don't see in Castlade. I think it's quite interesting how you can see the preparation for chemistry upgrade from skirms.
Rogan?
Infoboat, thanks for the gifted sub. After the upgrade, the throw burning spear is absolutely reasonable, but before the upgrade you can see how their spears explode when they hit the ground. It's because the gunpowder used with the burning spear is already in the spear. Even in feudal, how good are the preparations? Do you use a number of record games or is it hidden for you? Iku, happy that you enjoy it that much. In Sadius, I always get 7 recorded games sent. So, no matter how long the series, it's always the same for me. And Infoboat, thanks for 5 gifted subs, my man. Make it 6 in a row now. And in total, that's 7 now. Thank you, my man. Whew. Map name, Land Madness. Hopefully we will see some madness. It's a map that is impossible to wall because on that icy area, walls are not an option. But he's not with the greatest ball lure. I'm a bit surprised by that as well. All the golds, as you know, on this map, very small, but several ones scattered around your area. Pretty tricky to wall everything here. We see dogao going for the forwards, berries. And then probably later move back to one of the safer ones. Everything on the line here for dogao. Need his land map is NAC3. All those maps are in NAC3. unless we see them being extremely bad. Then we will either adjust them or remove them. Imagine if Villese will finally get a good map. Well, then he just smashes dogao, right? Nili, have you driven the Nordschleife? I don't know what that is. Are there any of the new maps they're added with DE, like Wolfhill, decent or no? Wolfhill is pretty bad. Yeah. Can you explain me what is this tournament? I'm new here. Hello, new here. I'm Nili. Exclamation mark NAC3 will tell you that this is a qualifier for the first major H1+2 DE tournament happening in January on this very channel. And there are 7 directly invited players, and now we are trying to find out who the 8th player is. The qualifier will conclude tomorrow. We are now in the semi-finals. Those Nili jokes. What did you expect? Nürburgring. Yeah, I absolutely... Oh god, what is the English word? I don't want to say hate, but... Let's say I don't want to support any car racing. When are the qualifier finals? Tomorrow, 18 GMT. I think there are a lot of players that would enjoy Pont Arena. Disagreed. Villese. Where is he scouting? Okay. We see dogao still pretty much at home, pushing some deer, playing the greedy style. And dogao... Oh, Villese? He did run around here and is now going the completely different angle. That's quite surprising to me. Impossible to wall, and Villese is walling. Yeah, we've seen that so much now, right? And yeah, he cannot wall on the stone area. Now quick walling this one. And we'll be safe from that area. With whom Villese trained with? With the Max? Indeed. They are good friends. And that's actually one of the reasons why I feel Villese would be good for NSC. Because both of them would be extremely prepared for the tournament. AE is more environmental friendly than the Nürburgring. That's what I'm saying. Okay, stable now from our Frank player, who will go for a lot of scouts and already walled everything in the back here. Slav player is going for scouts as well and is getting a lot of control of the map. Will probably try to wall that area as well. Then he has 1 safe gold, 1 safe stone, make it 2 safe stone and 2 safe gold. At least for now. What is up with dogao? He still didn't find Villese. He was so greedy with pushing deer. Okay, now he sees the first 2 scouts. Whew. I want Max to win the tournament. He almost had it in a Hidden Cup too. Yeah. Let's see. Is the Max even playing DE? Yes, a lot. I want your TaToH to win. Ah, would be lovely as well. Nice move here by dogao. Still got 2 hits though. Okay, guys. I fear that this game might be decided by an overchop from dogao. Villese super safe. Might have the better eco with the better farms. I only have 10% faster working farms now, though. Let's take a look. Spearman rush now. Added to the scouts. What is happening in the back? Not too much. No walls here. First unit dies. Another spearman around. Goes for the deer at the side here. dogao gets the first intel. Didn't get the kill against that villager, but it's still 32%. What percentage chance do you give Max for winning the tourney? 7? Yeah, something like that. I'm ready for the reverse sweep. Oh, nice quick balls by Villese. Had so many holes to fill and did quick ball all 4 areas there quite nicely. And dogao, can he break through there? Goes for the high HP wall. Not the most important thing. At the other side, Spearman, can he get the kill? Wants to go for the defense. So far, only Spearman died in this game. Second one here, one over there. Not much more. People trying to wall off. How can we see the transition into Castle Age? dogao goes for more walls here as well. Will have quite a big task in front of him. How prepared is Liereyy? Well, the tournament is still 3 weeks. So preparation didn't really start. But he's playing a lot of DE at the moment. And he will have to play show matches as well. If you gave Viper 70%, if you give 7 to TheMax, that's only 20 left, man. Can't really give enough to TaToH, Liereyy, and MBL then. MBL is not in the tournament. And I'm giving roughly 7 for Yo and Yo. Yeah, all of them for 7%. TheMax, Yo, TaToH, and Liereyy. Then we have 1% for DauT, 1% for Vivi, and no percent for the guy who qualifies here. Mass checks out. Okay, Spearman now going down. Let's take a look here. Frank's considered to be the strongest civilization on this map. 450 food and 100 gold. Let's take a look. More engagements here. And Villese, he's running out of defense here. Spearman now fighting a bit. What's the next step? Oh god, Spearmen are going down and the villagers a bit exposed. No more Spearman production. Okay, now he's going back for it and stays hungry in this direction. Can he get some villager kills? Finally, we shoot through all those Spearmen to get some reasonable hits around here. Spearman around that area. Can he defend? Doesn't look like it. And we still have some more fights here. More HP on those scouts. Certainly helping out, fighting off all those villagers. And being just super annoying. Another Spearman went down. This one is trying to take some damage. Whew, scaring those away. Another Spearman waddling over. Oh god, look at how annoying this is. dogao with a full Spearman rush here at the gold. Something I haven't seen in quite some time. And now squeezes through, runs back a bit. One Spearman traded off again. This one gets only 1 hit off villagers. Trying to fight this one. How are the scouts looking? Very low on HP. That looks like those 3 already got 2 hits off. And villagers exposed at that end again. Over here, Spearman defense continues. Villagers trying to fight against the low HP ones. Killing 1, killing 2. Can they maybe get a 3rd one? Okay, traded 2 low HP scouts against 1 villager. Something okay-ish, I would say. Villese 3 villagers ahead and the better Slav eco. 400 food, 100 gold for him. dogao on the way to Castle Age. Villese will still take some time. Whew. Why is the stream 5 minutes ahead of T90s? Well, we all started together 1 hour 40 minutes ago. And we are all casting Rex. So T90 could easily be ahead 5 minutes of me as well. Maybe chatted some more in between games. Maybe he looked at the achievements a bit longer. Also, PC speed is important. Maybe he slowed down some. Or maybe he just started 5 minutes later. How's Villese ahead in builds? I assume now wheelbarrow. Let's find out if he has wheelbarrow. dogao doesn't have. Oh, dogao has wheelbarrow. Okay. Okay, what are the next steps? Spearman running away. I think there are no wolves on this map. Yeah. Okay. Double stable for dogao. Still back against the wall. He needs to win all of those games. Actual numbers are 46% Viper, 16% TaToH, 15 Yo, 14 Liereyy, 6 Max, 1 DauT, 1 Vivi, 1% Qualifier. Remember this curses for the bets, boys. Okay. These games aren't live? Correct. They were played earlier today. We cannot cast live games on DE yet. Earlier today, but no one knows the results. There are 3 people that know the results. The 2 players and Robo, the admin, behind the scenes.
Rogan?
Info mode, going wild today, my man. Thanks again for another gifted sub. With 46%, I'd full bet on Viper. Yeah. If you give me 2-to-1 odds on Viper winning, I'd bet any amount you have or you can borrow. Any idea when they will add live casting on DE? Well, there will be a new patch coming out next week for DE. And a lot of people have hopes for adding that. Okay, now fully walled. Mr. Villese. We'll get to Castle Age any second. This could be another long one. One TC in the back here for dogao. Shouldn't really build a TC close to the gold. Maybe somewhere where he can expand a gold or a TC maybe over here. Something over here wouldn't be too unreasonable. Now goes for a monastery, but there are no relics on this map. Didn't Felix give you 2-1? I don't think so. You probably mentioned before, how do you stop yourself from accidentally knowing the outcome of the match just from checking the amount of games played? The guy that is collecting the recorded games always sends me 7 recorded games. What about the goal of your goal of 1,000 subs by the end of 2019? Will you stream full-time if not achieved? I had the goal because I thought I'd do NAC3 by the end of the year. But then Microsoft wanted to do it at early 2019. So that goal basically is just transferred to March now. And also, yeah. If I'm not at 800 subs, I would say in March 2020, I would probably quit streaming full-time, yeah. But that's something we don't have to discuss now. Now we have to discuss this game because it's a very important one for Mr. dogao, who, yeah, desperately needs to win all 4 remaining games. Defensive monk now from Villese. He will eventually run out of space. He only has 1 woodline that is secure at the moment. With DauT, 99% if it happens, otherwise then it's the 1%, except for some reason it's just usually that 1%. Yeah. Well, technically DauT wins the tournament to 50% of the time, right? Either he wins it or he doesn't win it. So that's 50-50. This is gonna be a long game. We'll see about it. Villese needs to make something happen. He is going for pike now. Goes for a second barracks. Those monks are horrible. Will die without getting a single conversion. dogao is just running away. What are the next steps for dogao? Still not on stone. Would have loved to see a TC here. Just to secure gold and stone together. dogao now goes for the pikeman tech as well. Feels that he might have the better eco. Is 4 villagers ahead. What odds do you give me on dogao winning NAC3? 1 to 120. Yeah. Yeah. 1 to 120. Should that be water? No, it should be exactly like it is. It's some shallows, and that's the area where you cannot wall. Sense! Thanks for your prime support, my man. Chances for 3 for dogao are already 1 to 120. No, they're not. Chances of him are 1 to 16. Or 1 to... yeah. What you gave DauT, and he is even turning already, and 0-3 down the qualifiers. Yeah, like, do you want to discuss the odds, or did you want to get the odds? Ay. Okay, dogao now going back. Continues to go for knights. Also should be adding some pikemen. +1/+1 on those. Did eat some losses in the back there. Now 6 villagers behind. Thing is, one of the strengths of Franks is also that they have the cheap castles and can so easily just get onto X-Men. But he's not on stone at all. You have better odds or Everton winning the Premier League than dogao coming back for 3, mate. Well, okay, so we have some conversions here. dogao is clearing up this one, or clearing this one up quite nicely. He's now 5 villages ahead, make that 8 even, and yeah, just smash through all those monks. Nice amount of pikemen for him as well. Leicester 1. Yeah. I think you're really confusing, guys. Okay, let's maybe focus a bit more on this game. So, dogao is now 9 villages ahead. Military, 10 for him. Let's take a look at the Villese map control. Very limited at the moment. Pikeman defense only, +2, +1. Now conversions here in the back for Mr. dogao, who gets 1 conversion on the knight. Goes back with those. Mangonel now for Villese. And it just feels like dogao is even thinking about committing here. And might force this into... Have you ever casted a 3-0 into 4-3 comeback? Yes. I don't remember one, but I'm very, very sure, yeah. 2-0 in 3-2s, several ones. Yeah. But yeah, I did cast a lot, my man. Okay, now the defensive castle here, securing the gold, and Villese, I think he's kind of trying to make a go here. And look at that, dogao wanted to place the castle here, but then felt, okay, I win the fight, let's place it here, and then he saw, okay, I'm winning the next fight as well, let's place it even more aggressively, and I really like that. If the castle goes up, that's at a pretty brutal point. It is up the hill, will block the siege workshop a bit. Let's take a look, where is Villese going? Will even pressure that gold at the side, and dogao, he's in a beautiful spot to really continue this one. On the other side, we have now Scorpion, Pikeman, Monk, and Mangonel as our options. Knights are moving forward. dogao with the slight village lead. Oh, big Mangonel shots against all the pikemen in the back there, even clearing up all that. But now the Mangonels are dying behind this as well, and what I said earlier, I really like to see the Axemen for this. Whew. Sweet snipe there, and Scorpions are going down. 27-2 military. I honestly feel Villese might be even out of this game. What does he have going for himself? That is, yeah, completely stopped as well, and that was a beautiful engagement by dogao here. Got the castle up, and dogao, he still has some fighting spirit in himself. Okay, so 3 TCs here. Had to expand on the outside wood, and it seemed like dogao had the better eco somehow than our Slav player. We had Villese going for the pikeman way earlier, then wiggled over to the other side, and dogao had the better boom, and then still had the defense with the pikemen and monks to defend it, and had a nice stoppage against all those raids. Did get a lot of walls off here, and we had a super aggressive game through the center. Then the castle went up, and dogao won this one. Sweet. Game number 4 here. We will update the score any second. Now we will have 3 home maps for Villese to finish off the series. So what are the odds now? 1 to 90. 30. Yeah, I will probably... yeah, I would easily give 1 to 90, yeah. If someone wants to bet that. Okay, so dogao with the earlier castle age. Economy behind this actually pretty even. It just was a better usage of his knights. Maybe some better eco upgrades that we really didn't see happening here. I missed this until now. Did Villese win relatively easy all 3 games? No, it was a hard fought game 3, for example. And let me think about it. Seonotes was pretty intense. Arabia was pretty surprisingly easy though. Yeah. Infobot, thanks for all the gifted subs. Sense after this. Why 1 to 90? If he has 1.25 chance to win a game that is 164. Yeah, but it's winning NAC. And no, it's not 164. You're mistaken. Huh? Should we do nearly math here? Calculator. So let's say he wins 60%. Let's assume dogao is the better player. I think that's the case. So that's 0.6, right? It's 0.6 times 0.6 for the next one. And then it's 3. And then it's times 0.6, right? So this is the chance that he still wins the series because he needs to win 3 games in a row. And so it's 20% that he still qualifies. Let's say if he has 60%. And then it's how likely it is to... So that's 1 to 4 odds, I believe, right? No, 1 to 5 odds. Yeah, 1 to 5 odds. And then it's like plus the times how unlikely it is to qualify. So maybe 1 to 100 is even better. In my opinion. I'm dumb and didn't see the 7 games. Yeah, I always get 7 games, so I didn't spoiler anything here. Okay, so Villese now. His home maps: Valley, Cross, and Golden Pit. He can decide what he wants to go for. How do you deal with Nili Math playing poker? It's different there. So yeah, if anyone wants to bet now, I'd give you 1 to 90 for dogao. That makes it an even 1 to 100 for dogao winning. Yeah, it's not 1 to 4. It's the odds like 5.0. It's 20% win rate is 1 to 4, but you get the odds 5.0. It is complicated, isn't it? Okay, let's take a look what we have in store for game number 5 now. Villese still with 3 match points. Everyone go bet now? Yeah, people are asking me and I'll answer them. Okay, so we are looking at Cross now. Let's take a look. Civilizations could be really interesting. Japanese against Persians by dogao. Why is T90 allowed to stream NAC3 Qualifiers? Why shouldn't he be? Anyone is allowed. I think 7 different people are streaming this qualifier. No, dogao isn't better player. Villese is easy 2.5k. Yeah, dogao is easy 2.5k as well. Isn't he like stealing viewers from you? You could have more? Yes, but he's also exposing the main event to people that I normally wouldn't reach. So streaming the qualifier, it's like thinking very short term. Right? Yeah, I would have double the viewer numbers now if he wasn't allowed to stream it. But let's say he has 3k viewers tomorrow or 4k viewers tomorrow and 1,000 of those have never heard of NAC. Then I might have 800 more viewers during a whole week of NAC. And that's way more valuable to me than 1,000 viewers more tomorrow. Yeah. Why would anyone leave Nili for T90? Well, a lot of people prefer T90 over me, and a lot of people simply don't know me. T90 will promote NAC3 anyways as he casts. Well, he didn't do that in the past too well. Ask Mem. Okay, do we have the dog first build here? No. Okay, we have the Lumbercamp first. I got a free sub and I didn't even pay attention who gifted it. Oh my god. I think you can see it who gifted it. Oh! Did I hear a villager die? Oh no, dogao! No, that is a mistake you cannot afford to make. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Kind of late lumber camp here by Villese. Interesting house. Didn't really scout the woodline properly here. Felt like that is a good one. I like less popular streamers more because it feels more interactive. Yeah. I honestly think the streamer with the best interaction is probably Bean Dip. I really, really appreciate her for that. Then, like, Moonfaller is pretty good. Out of the top guys, it's probably TheViper. Especially now on Mixer that not too many randoms are spamming stuff. Like, TheViper in front of 300 people, he would answer close to every question. Yova's Hera, strengths and weaknesses. Oh, you have to be more specific. AoE 1v1 related. Or stream entertainment. Or as human beings. Nah, those houses. Well, yeah, he simply didn't scout the area a bit better. Where is his scout? I think he could have gone for another cycle around this one here. How can I find Viper stream nearly? There's a website. I'm not sure if you know it. It's called Google. So you type in your browser Google. And if you have this Google website, there you type TheViper Age of Empires stream. And then this Google might give you an answer. Like mixer.tv/TheViper. Or mixer.com/TheViper. And then you find him. Nili Gorgle sellout confirmed. Yeah. I have a sponsorship deal with Gorgle. They pay me good mem euros to promote them. Gorgle does not work on my internet. Try to Google Gorgle then. Okay, more walls here. Villese, as we realized earlier, didn't scout that properly, is up to Feudal Age. What is dogao up to? Looks like he wants to go for a sneaky dog at the left-hand side. That isn't actually that sneaky because Villese isn't really contesting it to begin with. We have dogao with the solid build-up. Not too much on wood as of yet, though. His stable will be a bit late. Is he already setting up the dog here? No, he is not. Wards will be up there, and Villese is completely walling himself without a barracks so far. A bit surprising to me. Give me the stable. Dear, move away. Thank you so much. You should upload more clips you laughing with Jordan and Viper like you did on deathmatch tournaments. Yeah, well, we need that on stream to me upload that onto YouTube, right? Viper isn't really laughing a lot nowadays. And Jordan isn't really playing a lot of Age of Empires nowadays. So it's... I'm not the limiting factor here. Haha. Second dock here at the side. Let's take a look. Does dogao open? Yeah, he goes for fishing ship. Did see that there is no extra dock. Why is Viper not laughing that much? You have to ask Viper. Bad jokes are a limiting factor. Maybe that as well. Okay, no one contesting the right-hand side dock. At the moment, I like the opening for dogao. He gets more map control. He has more general vision. He knows exactly how a Villese map looks like. On the other side, Villese, he plays one dock and has very little intel. What's really happening in this game? That scout is only here to see that he's not getting sneak docked. But is it giving him a lot of map control? He will go for a lot of archers. Play the long run, but then I think we'll have some skirmishes to save the time, and later dogao potentially with some Persian knights should just wreck our poor Japanese crossbows. Any plans on uploading laughs on DauT fails? I think the internet only has so much space. I think if we upload every DauT fail, I think YouTube could get real server issues. So yeah, I can't really do that. Ooh, Scout might find a snack over here. And yeah, easy peasy here to go. Not even trying to get some walls. Is he just fighting this straight up? Looks like it. Villager getting attacked here, and that's why you see people sometimes putting a palisade wall, because then the villager is attacking back. She at the moment is just running, and there will be 3 dogs against only 1. And Villese, he sees double house. That means the opponent has been here and now sees the dog as well. Might try to go for it a bit later, but actually is walling himself up. Or, yeah, away from it. Okay, now some archers. Wheelbarrow behind it. Wheelbarrow actually an upgrade that isn't that important in this situation. I think he went for it because he was housed, but didn't have a lot of farmers. Not the highest amount of villagers in general. I think that's something you can delay to Castle Age if you're playing cross. What is Villese's idea? Giving the opponent all the fish? Maybe he feels, okay, Japanese fish is strong enough. I can just play with 1 pawn and then can do a crossbowman, pikeman push in Castle Age. But, yeah, your passively aggressive question is justified. I don't like his play too much either. Maybe he felt, okay, Persians are just too good against me at the start. Let's try to find another opening. Both should click up to Castle Age at reasonable similar timings. You see dogao ahead by 7 workers. And Villese getting 2 kills. Gaia getting 1. And dogao now having 3 losses. That scout around. And yeah, that's why he fought the scout earlier. Because now he gets the easy kill. Clever boy. And finally the first kill of dogao in this game. Goes for pawn number 3 here. Love the galley at the side. A bit better than the fire galley, because that can actually stop villagers from building. dogao has already won, hasn't he? No. It's 3-1. But you probably mean this game. And I don't think so either. Yeah, it's looking good for him. But Japanese halberdiers are still very strong. We will see. He can lose the pawns. Oh, got that villager. Yeah, losing that one really hurts as well. Why build houses around the docks? What is the purpose? It's giving you some vision for the potential redock. Now, as you can see, if he gets town watch, you can see potential villagers. But it's also just, okay, I have an idle villager. What am I doing with it? Any real valuable buildings aren't really serving any purpose over here. That's why you just build houses. In this case, he is just walling it off so that no villagers are coming over and trying to sneak dog one of those contested areas. Skirmishers now trying to fight against all the archers. Nice archer number here, surely, for our Japanese player. What's the plan here? Second stable. I wouldn't even mind, honestly, with that sick eco behind it, a second blacksmith. He got +1/+1 on the skirmishes now. Might even tech elite skirmishes before he really goes on to knights. Now we have some dancing around here to go. 16 workers ahead. It's looking pretty damn good for him. Ay. Replay doesn't show in-game score anymore. It does from time to time. Whenever I feel like it. Okay, what do we have now? Elite skirmisher. Botkin. 2 more knights. Another fisher. And TC is working as well. Want to say great stuff? Thank you so much. +2 now for Villese as well here. Crossbowman upgrade. And dogao is going down the hill. What is happening here? Why is he taking this fight so weirdly and fighting before Elite Skirmisher? Now he has Elite Skirmisher. And Villese needs to go. Open the walls here. And now goes for the Mangonel. Huge Skirmisher. Shots could be eaten. Still 3 pawns to only 1. This is not how this map is normally played, guys. 3 pawns against 1, completely uncontested. He did send 1 lonely villager that died over the wolf here. Now the mangonel crossbow, massive amount of knights could clear this up. And remember, Persians have an attack bonus against those archers as well. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, okay. Nothing to see here. Mangonel. Okay. Only bruising them a bit. Villese is crazy for letting dogao boom like this. Yeah, I'm not a big fan either. We only have like very limited kills and dogao is already 700 points ahead. The knights can do so much. I really love the position that dogao put himself in here. Gets all the resources on the map, as you can see. Stables, running. Didn't lose the skirmishes against the mangonel. And Villese is kind of pressured to do something now. But yeah, that's not really going to work. And Japanese, it's like he could have easily walled that area and just get the second pawn. Build the galley early and you're totally fine. Knights now having +1, +2. Could maybe take an engagement here. Is going back, waiting for his own skirms. And honestly, I feel one clearing engagement here. And Villese might already tap out in this game. dogao, 1 extra TC. Villese already 2 extra TCs. But will that be enough? 1 extra TC here, the other one here. So villager production didn't even start rolling too much. 20 village workers ahead now. Schedule changed a bit. It's now 20 GMT. Oh no, it just says semifinal 1 and 2. So that's still correct. Oops, Siege Workshop now for the defense as well. Is Japanese or Persians' favorite late game? I would say Japanese, but we won't go into that scenario because dogao's eco will be so far ahead. Now takes the hill advantage, will completely corner everything here, and I think he will just smash this. House here is the small problem. Knights are moving in, and guys, this is the one fight that might already decide the game. dogao is moving in, mangonel needs to get sniped, and then the skirmishers can just kill everything, reposition themselves, and all the crossbow are going down. A complete bloodbath here, and look at the score, guys. Hallelujah, Villese out of this one. Horrible play by him on his own home map. dogao preparing for the comeback. 3-2 now. And yeah, I already mid-game 3 spoke of him like, oh god, what is he doing? How is he not going to NAC? But now I am having some hope again. dogao, that was, in my opinion, just misplay by Villese, not contesting the second dog or the second pawn. Could have also tried to contest this one. They're kind of at the same distance. But just doing double archery and spearman. What are the odds now, Nili? Okay, I will give you... I went for 100, was a bit high. I will give you 80. 80 odds now for dogao to win NAC. Right, yeah. Okay, so if you want to bet some monies. Okay, dogao getting double the kills. We saw all the kills basically at the last engagement. Had the way better eco, so many more fishing ship. And I even want to see and count the fishing ship difference here. Let's go and return to the map. So that was 10 fishing ship. On the other side we had 9, 17. So 14 more fishing ship completely uncontested. That's not how Age of Empires and Cross should work. Who will win? Villese versus dogao, best of 7. We are all kind of here to find that out, my man. Okay. I'm ready for game number 6 now. I think. Is this? Yeah, we have never seen it game number 6, right? Did we? We did. We had other 4-2s, right? Did we have 4-2s? We had 1 4-2, right? Cloud against Vodka. Yeah, so second game 6. Well, we technically had Pike and Jordan Slow as a game 6. Technically. Okay, Valley next, guys. And we will have a mirror, so no surprise here. And we are jumping into it. Beautiful music in the
Keep it
background. Alison Kaidu, thanks for the prime. I'm trying to, my man. Villese playing Mongols. dogao playing Mongols as well. Last game, if I want to brag, I saw Villese play Mongols on this map. He played against this one secret nearly hippo guy. And against random civilization Slavs, he actually had to type the GG first. Will there be a short interview with the two finalists? I will ask and see if we can squeeze that in. It might be tricky to get that because they're obviously not playing directly before the games. I don't want to do an interview after they played the series and before we stream. But we will certainly do an interview with the winner after the finals. Finish death throat thingy. Oh. Okay, Mongol mirror on Valley. Basically Arabia, open gold. Kind of a crater situation here for dogao. And we are fighting for all the deer in the center. Belize, nice defensive golds here. Nice defensive wood line. Cannot complain too much about this map. A bit of an open berries. Mirror games are so boring. Okay, see you in the next series that will start in 45 minutes. Maybe I'm able to entertain you a bit more then. Nili always types GG first, just not sending it when winning. What? It maybe means I'm never sending it late. Or never sending it as a second person because I rarely GG after I won the game. Something like that. I have to go to the supermarket. I hope I don't lose the next series. I want to see if fire will beat land. Well, you have 45 minutes plus at least 3 games before the series ends. Would players be casting at NAC3? Yes. That's one of the main things of NAC3, right? So I will players aren't enjoying it as much as I was hoping, but I will force them into it. I think it's like when Cam said GG to Archville, he thought he won, then got destroyed. Exactly what I'm always thinking. Now pushing some deer. dogao goes for the mill at home. Villese goes for the one at the center. Could even go for shorefish here. Might be a good option. Okay. What are we seeing now? First time Villese is moving out to scout. Plays pop 20. Does loom now and then clicks up. Oh, dogao already playing pop 17 here. So that will be super early scouts. Hallelujah. 400 food in the bank for him behind this as well. But has too few villagers on wood for my liking. Oh, getting hit from behind now. Okay. Phew. A noob question here. How do they decide on their civs? I mean, how do you prevent counterpicking? There is an option when you host the lobby to pick hidden civilization. So basically the opponent cannot see what civilization you pick. Then you both launch into the game and just see what happens then. dogao taking the fight at, I believe, the worst possible time, just shortly before he reaches feudal age and trades off a lot of HP. He just could have waited 20 more seconds and then could have won the fight. Now he has 4 less HP instead of winning the fight. This is so confusing to me. And loses so many HP. I think that's a huge mistake by him. MBL and Liereyy cast was glorious? Yeah, it was. It absolutely was. Considered to be one of the best casts. I'm not sure who to pair Liereyy with this time. I think me and Liereyy would honestly be funny. I wouldn't mind someone like... Honestly, Dave and Liereyy could be a really funny team as well. I think I want to see Liereyy and Dave, yeah. Liereyy Viper would be nice. I don't think so. I don't think so. Vals Pokalen, thanks for 300 biddies. Thank you for NAC3. Will light up a cold and dark January. Can't wait. Thank you so much. Looking forward to it as well. Thanks for all the kind words. Okay, now men-at-arms are flying in here. Let's take a look. Scouts coming over. dogao. Those walls were so desperately needed. Now goes for an archery range at home. Needs to give up his berries. Can he wall this villager? He has enough space in between everything. Not going for it here. Kills the scout. And now could be able to run away from those men-at-arms. Will get one downhill hit. Will survive another hit. I think he will make it home. He will have some stories to tell, but he can tell them. Oof. Dave is by far the best co-caster. Not sure if he can be a main caster. Well, we will find out. Okay, villagers being snagged here. Honestly, that's so good for dogao. He will snag those two quite easily. Could maybe... Oh, actually, will he snag those two quite easily? Well, he will easily snag one here. That's confirmed. Now goes away. Two spearmen are coming over. Whew. I don't want DauT and Viper cast duo. Yeah, I think that's something we won't see. Uh-oh, uh-oh. House needs to be quick here. Another palisade or something. Uh-oh. We need some walls behind that on the wood line. Skirm now here for the defense. House is being built. Need another wall here. Another wall there. Another wall here. Looks solid. Scouts trying to find more and more damage. Oh, breaking this one now. Villagers kind of trapped. One villager will go down for sure. Maybe even more scouts in the back. Oh god, this is so bad for dogao. Villese is going for the kill here. He's chewing through all those villagers. Maybe leading the lumber camp could have been an option. Oh no, that's so bad for him. That's so many villagers going down. Scout is going down behind this as well. And suddenly dogao is... What? Only one villager behind? How did that happen? And don't try to argue with wheelbarrow, guys. And she will even survive as well. dogao, only two villagers behind. I have no idea how that's happening. But yeah, oh boy, must have been been ahead before this move. Scouting point should be pretty big here. dogao against Villese, who's now building a tower in someone no man's land. Villagers going aggressively. Does dogao feel he needs to end the game now? What does dogao see? Maybe pressuring all those gold spots? He knows about that one. Oh no, he just goes for the deer. Okay, okay. Sorry, I was confused. He's lost one villager here. Also, man-at-arm opening is sometimes run out of food. dogao had everything in reasonable vision at all times. Scouts, just a prank. Scums will deal with the spearmen now. What are the next steps? Archers for Villese. Stonewall here, but that shouldn't be the most important thing. dogao chasing this down. I love this move from dogao. That he goes for the controlled greed. He has the map control, and then he can go for stuff like this. Now, blacksmith for him as well. Fletching is a very likely upgrade to come behind this. Oh, will eat a shot? No, he won't. 3 scouts, very low HP. The other 3 still with full HP. No fletching for Villese, who went now for a stable as well. Blacksmith behind it. What are the units that dogao is going for? More skirms, more archers. What does dogao see? He still feels, okay, I might have a shot winning this one 3-0 ahead in this series. And, ooh, runs away. We'll get at least one loss. Time to breathe a bit. At least 3 villages ahead. Not on berries. We'll move to that now. dogao, does he not know about this? He does. Also knows about the tower. Maybe could just move in and snag the villagers. They're just dropping off food. They're not going into the tower. And now they're all blocked off. I think they could all go down. Let's take a look. Or at least one is going down. And yeah, that's it. Just harassing them for now. How are castle age timing looking? Okay, 100 food, 300 gold for our Finnish player. Our player from Brazil is now queuing up wheelbarrow with more food. Also a reasonable amount of gold. Goes for double archery range and wants to find an opening over at this angle. More villagers and food here. Reminds me of Eddie using right hand for hotkeys on number pad. As a right-handed person, yeah. That's just so sick. Second lumber camp would be something lovely. Also some more vision in the center. dogao doesn't really know where the army is at the moment. Stone gate behind it, buying some time. Market as well. Okay, now goes for the archery range. The attack through here, it's such an area where it's easy to have a hole. Sees the army moving around. Yeah, he's going back. Okay, makes a lot of sense. He does not want to take any losses. Let's see how he can catch up to that army. Okay, nice market here. And denying this, he has the way better army. Should smash this one. I honestly think dogao has good chances here. Okay, now the move in. Skirms getting... Uh-oh. Wow, how are they getting completely cleaned up here? Skirms, they need to micro against the spearmen and then the scouts can just clear up everything. dogao, ooh, he likes either farms. Okay, now can click up to castle age any second. Market could be cancelled. Behind this, Villese, 400 food, 300 gold. Summon stone, got a lot of map control now. That is still open for him. The rest looks pretty much walled everywhere. Can I just say that I think your casting improved a lot since I first watched your stream. Good job, man. Very entertaining. Thank you so much, Topper Harley. Trying to improve a lot. If you ever find anything that is off-putting or something I could improve on, don't shy away. Message me. Maybe not on stream, but message me a PM or on Discord. Now Villese is +5 wills. He clicked up to castle age on the other side. Yeah, okay, so he is, I would say, like 3 ahead realistically. But yeah, certainly better eco. dogao needs to go back, and that's indeed what he is doing. We will go for the overlay. Both players mainly going for archers now. Yeah, I feel like Nili is the best streamer. Just stop saying sexy. Just stop saying sexy? Why? If something sexy happens, I will... call it by its name. Did we lose a villager here? Say it more. Kappa pride. Sexy is the new sexy. Look at that sexy lumber camp. Actually, it's not that sexy. That one is semi-sexy. That one is okay. Hey Nili. Hey Humph. I just discovered your nice stream, man. Very entertaining and lots of AOE-related fun. It's just a couple of days ago since I found your cool tournament and stream. Now I want to find out a little bit more about you. My question is, what's your favorite vegetable for Christmas? Okay, very long question. Thanks for the kind words first. Favorite vegetable for Christmas is probably red cabbage. Both players now up to castle age. What about jams? I like jams, but we don't eat them for Christmas. Why we don't see many champions from militia in high-level games? They aren't a good unit. Not mandarin, tangerine? Isn't that a fruit? dogao is red. Colors at the top here. And at the bottom, as you can see here. Okay, Scout now squeezing in. Getting a lot of vision. Sees Siege Workshop. Double stable. And gets a villager snipe. Has to be happy with that. dogao is now going back. A lot of pressure is on now. Villese, 2 villagers ahead. Monastery behind this one as well now. dogao, 1 extra TC. He wants to play it a long, controlled game. Meanwhile, Villese cannot prevent the scout. dogao sees one extra TC. Sees a lot of villagers on gold still. Has to think it's somewhat of an even game. What's your favorite Wham song for Christmas? That's a good one. Yeah, the colors are confusing with the selector. I know that will be changed for the main event. Okay, villagers now moving out. I think a TC over here feels good, but also opens a lot of attack area. He goes for the one at that left-hand side area. Villagers somewhat exposed here to dogao. Oh, I could instantly lose that TC, or at least some villagers. He is not taking care, is fighting the left-hand side of, and that's 4 dead villagers. At least 3, no ballistics yet. dogao was ahead in wheelbarrow all this time, though. So Eco were quite similar, sniping that Monk. Nice move here by Villese. It's like both Murphy's Law and Cole's Law happened in this series. Holy fuck, was that an advanced stroke. How much better are your viewer numbers since DE came out? That's impossible to say, because no 2 tourneys are the same. And it just heavily depends who is streaming. Obviously for me it's good that Viper isn't on Twitch anymore. For me it's bad that Hera became bigger. I would say I increased by 30-40% in viewer numbers. But that's pretty random. Maybe dog with demos? Well, they cannot go on that sandy area. They're only trapped in the ponds. Demos aren't really an option on this map. What's your favorite coconut juice for Christmas? There are different coconut juices. Oh god! Mango shot could be pretty big here. Okay, didn't connect yet. He needs to go up there still. Oh god, this is going to be rough. Yeah, Siege Workshop needs to be cancelled. It's building another Siege Workshop in the back here. And that's why I wanted to see the TC over here, so that the opponent can never ever take the hill advantage. Uh-oh, villagers need to run. Villese, he is trying to finish this series now. Has such a nice spot. Siege Workshop finally finished. What is the production tab here for dogao? Villagers and 1 mangonel at the moment. Goes heavily onto stone. What is Villese looking at? Mangonels, crossbows, and villagers. So no more knights, at least at the moment. Score slightly better for Villese. So dogao is holding on to dear life. As you all know, guys, there's a lot of money on the line. Even if you don't make it into NAC, even if you don't win it, you at least get $200 extra here for the qualifier. Mangonel trades not 1 for 1 and gets a big hit off here in the back. But that was still fine for dogao. Did get the clear off, lost some units against the shot, but kept his Mangonel alive, even got the conversion. dogao is holding, guys. dogao is holding this. Where's his siege? Where's his Mangonel? At the front here, gets some damage dealt. Skirmishes lost, that's okay-ish for him. Okay, 5 skirms down. That's some HP losses there on the Mangonels.
Hello Nili. Hello chat.
Hello Ludicrous Man. Dancing here, nice move. dogao now 2 for none kills. No relics really picked off, and he should have scouted some, right? He only sees 1 on this map. Interesting. Villese still greedy at the left hand side as well. Score difference stays somewhat consistent at 500 here. dogao tries to make something happen with the mangonels. Villese shouldn't really get any problems here though. Eats 1 solid shot and is going back. 900 stone for Villese. Maybe even Mango Dice and a rush to Imperial Age might be an option. Mangonel! Look at that micro by dogao. Wins another fight here. Puts him up 3 to none. Ground attack, missed there. Castle being built. Let's take a look. If dogao is getting another kill for none, this castle is not going up. dogao! Oh god, he might be diving in here. Yeah. Let's take a look. Mangonel dodged that one beautifully. Oh no! Not getting the shot off. And here the trade. Knight lost as well, so that was finally good for Villese. Could have gotten that castle up, but did build it more defensively. Crossbowman, Mangonel, his army at the moment. On the other side, Mangonel only. Now some camels being added. I don't understand that too much. Okay, against the Knight Raid. I can see that. Did overchop here, unfortunately. And that is 4 or 5 villagers going down. That's why we see the camels for the defense here. Now gets the castle up as well. Will control all his stone, all his golds. And this is a run to Imperial Age, guys. Potentially the last game of the series. Whew. Camels, round 2, defend this. The next series will start in 30 hours if this one ends in time. Some houses here. Sneaky villager would be fun. Not sure if that's going to happen though. Villese can click up in 200 gold. Can get up another castle here as well. And then the trap tennis would start. Might be a bit better for Villese, but maybe the trap has to go down as well. 30 hours? Yes, indeed. 30 hours and 30 minutes. Minus 30 hours. dogao, 600 food, 700 gold. We'll probably wait for this cycle of villagers and then click up. At least that's what I thought, but I was wrong. 4 TCs for him. 10 villagers behind. Indeed, we're getting the castle up there. Nili math. Oh, crosswomen are squeezing through here. Does he want to commit? Might be an option. Also, just going back and saving your army to upgrade them to obelisk later might be a good option as well. Up to him now, 40%. dogao queuing up too many villagers for my taste. Rushing to him would be so good now. Could be a good mangonel. Not going to happen. Hello? Okay, finally, Villese has enough of it. Goes for the ground attack. dogao clicked up as well. Now we have Villese going for ballistics. I'm not even sure if we have dogao with the university. I don't think so. Okay, castle now at the front, but that's not pretty. It will be big trap tennis here in this Mongols war. One monk will lose his life. Running in here, but spots the army. Oh no! Reaction instantly. Nice move. Hey, do the players in NAC3 stay in your apartment? No, I have hotels for them. Uh-oh, uh-oh! Suiciding those. Not even getting the snipe there. Having a lot of map control. Finally picking off some relics. We'll get onto that relic as well. Right hand side, could he find another relic and some extra gold if he sends some units there? 50% later to Imperial Age means, oh god, 3 traps out. This is going to be so incredibly ugly for dogao. I don't see him holding those castles. Masonry, something that's really important as well. Traps out now. Starting to shoot at the first one. Masonry could help out. dogao already transitioning into skirmishes here. Did spot that sneak attack. Nili, if you buy a house, will we have Nili's house cup? I don't know. I think those two things aren't very related to each other. Now traps being built for the defense. He has 800 stone in the bank. Goes for the full repair. Still no masonry. Does he still not have a university? I can't see it. This is horrible for trap wars. And yeah, that's a lot of wolf ass and camels. Also with the crossmen, he will deal with that forward completely. Obelisk, hopefully soon to be, are coming over. Now the traps trying to go for the defense. Will the players be in slapping distance of each other? Well, that's what I would expect. Yes. That's a quote from my behind the scenes video for NAC1. Okay, more archers now. You can fight a low eco, low castle Mangudai player if you go for mass obelisks and skirmishers. The only problem is if he gets to mass Mangudais or even some onagers, then you're really screwed. But you always need to keep at least one castle alive to Get your traps. Nice and healthy. Oh god, traps now 36 HP. The second one. Mangodays are clearing this one up. Repairs coming in, but all those are dying. 4 traps now against only 1. We need some more production. dogao behind this was heavily housed though. Really bad anticipation in so many games we saw from him today. After losing castles that he was housed for so long. 4 traps, they will rain it down on this one. Finally we see chemistry here from dogao. So he didn't have university at all for all this long time. And trap is not really getting repaired. He's even packing it here. That wasn't his plan. He really wanted to continue fighting because now the armor class changes and the Mangodays get an easy snipe. Elite Mangodai behind this as well. The castle might fall and it feels like Villese is on the verge of going into the finals of NAC3 Qualifier here. There's only one qualifier and dogao, he won 2 games after being down 3-0, but too many holds, too many bad engagements against the men-at-arms. Too often housed. Castles in an open spot. Is losing his castles here. dogao is calling it. 170 supply and he is calling it. Villese even behind in population. But dogao knows I can never beat that unbeatable, basically, elite Mangodai army. Villese is going 3. GG, seed number 4 is going through and he will fight in the finals. That will happen tomorrow, 18 GMT. And don't go too far. We will find out he will face if it's fire or if it's land in 20 minutes. We will start that series as well. Why so many resources left? If you resign, all your queues are getting cancelled, as you can see. No archer ranges queued up, no villagers queued up, and therefore all the resources that you normally have in the queue go onto the bank again. Whew. The armor class changes, or the armor, maybe not the armor class, but you can see they have 150 and I think it's 2-6 or something if you pack a trap. Do we have a trap maybe somewhere? Not really. Maybe I can go traps here. So it's armor 2 and 8, as you can see. 2 and 8, right? You can see that. That's an packed trap. And an unpacked trap changes to 1 and 150. So if you want to keep them alive, and you know they're getting attacked, and you can repair them, you want to not pack them again. Fireworks land will be sick as hell? I absolutely think so. Let's take a look at the statistics here. Villese with a better KD, especially at the end there. dogao, he has to be so sad. He was the big favorite to go through. And yeah, the Max was simply right. He did say it all along. Villese is the big favorite to take it.